Morning. It's Fish, Beach Bum Investor. Just tilt that back a bit. Hello. Just going to post up on Statement, get the conversation started. Talk about a few coins today. We're going to talk about Bitquence. Bitquence had an announcement come out. Monets have said that they're going to come out with a crypto. G'day, A-Dog. Always first in. You're so quick. I don't even know how you do that. Do you get notifications or something? I don't understand how you do that. That's cool. Just going to have a look here. Post this up. Get the video chat going. Yeah, A-Dog's so quick. I just asked him, how does he do it, Z? I said, does he get notifications or something? Because he's not even in... He's 12, so he's not in our investment group. G'day, Agent Smith. Zhao, what's up, man? Welcome, crew. I'm just going to post up on... I'm going to just post up on Statement. Welcome, crew. Whoop! Always do that. Gotta learn to turn it down. Get the feedback. Interesting times in the economy, as usual. It's been crazy. All the allegations coming out about JP Morgan buying up Bitcoin in Europe. It's interesting times. Let's have a look. Post this up. Yeah, so today we're going to have a look at Bitquence. I had a look at that this morning. Had a good in-depth look at it, actually. So we'll see what happens there. And Bitcoin has had an announcement came out, as well as Monets have said they're going to look at going crypto. Hey, Grinkers. Yeah, so we'll have a look at a few things today. Let's start by having a look at the market in general, and we'll move on from there. Really interesting times in the crypto economy as we move towards what I see as mass adoption, which is nowhere near now, but we'll be soon. Got heaps of glare going on. Give me 1 second. Hopefully that evens up the light a little bit. Yeah, it's not bad. Let's stick with it. Alright, so let's have a look at the market. It's been pretty steady. I've been tracking it, just sort of spot checking it as usual. And I saw... Remember how I talked about Bitcoin taking a dip at 3.6? It almost looks as if that number, like 3.6 flat, is going to act as support now. Every time it sort of gets towards there, it starts heading back up towards 3.7 and over at times. That's what I've just seen and keeping an eye on it this morning and doing some research on those coins that we were having a look at. So, yeah, interesting. Actually, I will just make a quick one because we've been keeping a track of Substratum. And thank you very, very, very much to, who was it that reminded me that I needed to invest if I wanted to get in? Oh, it was Grinkers. Yeah, cheers, Grinkers. Thanks for that, bro. Yeah, so I got in just before, and we just, I just gave Pete I just put in Pete's code so he got some, hopefully get some free Substratum. I know he's a big fan, and Grinkers was kind enough to put in my code, so that's good. That's teamwork right there, and we all decided we wanted in on that, so that's great. Next time we want one together, Grinkers, we'll go the reverse way, man. I'll give you you can invest first, and I'll give you a a bonus code back. So yeah, for those of you interested in Substratum, it is closing in the next few hours, the ICO. They did extend for 2 days. It was part of helping hurricane relief. Hey Pete, what's going on, man? Yeah, so I like that Substratum one, Pete. We're just talking about that. It's closing soon. It's good that it got extended. It gave me a chance to just rework the budget a little bit and get some in there, because I'm saving up for that other one that the group's been talking about that launches in a day or so, and I'm not even going to mention it. But yeah, so that's 2 hours, 52 minutes and 34 seconds. So if you want to get in on that one, please do. Just to keep on our ICOs as well, I did ask a question over at the Event Chain Slack group. I just wanted to see how much they've raised so far in ICO phases. Last I'd heard it was about $200,000, which is pretty good. I think they haven't sold off a whole lot of the company, so that's a pretty good valuation right there for the company. Let's have a look. Pre-sale combined, we breached just over... Oh, wow. It's picked up a lot. Okay, thanks. That's Ashton himself. There you go. He's responded to me. The CEO himself has responded to me on the Slack. I put it just on the general chat over there. And that's a good thing about getting on Slack. Any of you could have easily gone asked Ashton this yourself. And yes, he knows me, so it makes it a little bit easier. but he's just given us an update. I just put him to the test. Said, I'm about to go live. Let's see if we can get an update. I did ask the question at 10:35 a.m. In Australia, and he had responded by 10:53. Not bad for a guy running an ICO, 18 minutes. Pretty impressed, Ashton. Well done, mate. So I'm just going to read the response to you because this is publicly available to be seen on the Event Chain chat, on their general chat. It's actually the Event Chain channel on Event Chain Slack. And he says, hey Fish, with the pre-sale and phase 1 Ether combined, we've reached just over 1,000 Ether to date. I heard that he's connected up with a Japanese company as well in the music industry, so that's big news. So that's 1,000 Ether times the price at the moment being, let's have a quick look, 257. So yeah, $250,000 already raised for development within 4 days. That's brilliant. That's really good. Happy to see that. Well done to Ashton. He was named as one of the most influential people in crypto. His father's I think he's a financial analyst, if I'm correct, with routers. So he's got some pedigree, and he's got a good team working over there. So really impressed with that. Phase 2 is client. He's being honest. Look, we announced the first milestone on our Bitcoin talk thread as well earlier in the day. Sorry, Ashton, I've been having trouble keeping up with your YouTube as well. No, you got a couple of things on there. I will get through and check that up soon. But phase 2 is coming in at a slower rate. And the management are focusing on growing the community and spreading awareness of the project internationally. I happen to know that for a fact. Because, I'm hooking Ashton up with a contact of the groups, let's say. So we'll see what happens in that space. I can't confirm that anything is actually going to happen there, just that they're going to be meeting. They're going to be talking to each other, not meeting face to face. One's in Australia, one's in Canada, but meeting as we do these days through social media channels and that sort of thing. So I'll be making the introduction there, which will be good. Please take a minute to view the details I wrote up in our most recent blog. We made a great corporate partnership to use the event chain system in Japan. Here we go. Here's what he's talking about. I hadn't read this yet. I'm reading this live for the first time. That's how much I'm happy to be open about what's going on at event chain. With iFlyer.tv backed by Sony Music. Sorry, that's a big deal. I got in pre-RCO, not even phase 1. So for me, I'm stoked with that. And I am pre-RCO, so obviously it's going to be beneficial for me if this coin does well, and I want to make that very transparent and clear. So please make your own decisions. I'll just read the rest of the message. The excitement from Japan on seeing real-world blockchain integration into everyday business is bringing more potential partners, media, and VC interest, venture capital interest. Yeah, Z. Man, last minute. You like that one, brother? I'll have to show this to Chris as well, for sure. See what he thinks. See if we can get another person on board. I spoke to him about a few things in this area, so it'll be interesting to see where that goes. The excitement, sorry, I read that part, blah, blah, blah. One of the many great business-to-business partnerships we are looking to have. No joke. Might have something you're interested in, Ashton. He already knows about it. I've spoken to Ashton before I had the meeting, so that's fine. I just need to catch up on everything. There is a link here. Actually, you know what? I'll chuck this in the chat because this is a article on the partnership with the Sony-backed iFlyer.tv. That's pretty cool, right? So hang on, let me chuck this in. And again, I don't want to pump it. Please make your own decisions. Go and do the research. Research Ashton and the team. Research the valuation they're going for based on the amount of coins being released. And I think it comes out at about phase 2. I want to say it's like a $30 million valuation with current prices, but please check that for yourself. You guys should know how to do that if you're investing in these things. So if you think that's overpriced for its stage of development and the strategic partnerships and alliances that they're making with companies like Sony, you should probably leave it alone. If you think that the strategic partnerships that they're already making within 4 days of releasing the coin are very impressive, then it may be something you want to have a look at because it still is at ICO phase, so you are still getting those bonuses. Not as much as phase 1, but still more than phase 3. And market price, it could go a lot higher, could go a lot lower. Please do your own research, make your own decisions on that one. And I want to be very transparent that I am I'm invested with Event Chain, and I'm helping just make a few partnerships with, not partnerships, just connections with people in Australia is all I can claim to be doing at the moment. Nothing is official. It's just talk at this stage with Australia. So please take that with a grain of salt, and please understand what I'm actually telling you there. It's not breaking news or anything like that. There's no official partnerships, no official ties. I want to be responsible in reporting this to you. So, going to pop this up. I think I can figure out how to do it because I'm such... Copy link address. Look at this. Just whizzing through it. Here we go. Oh, you got to chat with him today, have you, Z? Cool. I might give you a call later, man, if you're free. We'll have a bit of a chat. We'll see how we go. I'm super busy at the moment. Anyway, here's that link's just gone in. It's just the blog explaining that partnership. So let's move on. Get back to the rest of the market, because it just took a bit of a detour there, as we like to do on this channel, to have a look at a couple of ICOs. I thought it was important to let you know about the Substratum one, just because it is ending in 3 days. Beg your pardon, please, 3 hours. So I think it might even, just double check that. Sorry, 2 hours 49 minutes. So please, if you're looking to get in, that's closing soon. There's a few of us in it. We like that one. Decentralized internet. Don't know about that, Pete. Sarah and Hilltop Woods haven't contacted me yet. Sarah's been... She asked me out a few times, and I said, look, I'm busy. And I think she feels rejected. Anyway, what can you do? Alright, so let's move on to the market. Ethereum, as I said, 258. Yeah, it's popped back up 5.85%. One of the good growers in the last 24 hours. Nice 24-hour change there for Ethereum. It's good for me too, because I swapped some Bitcoin over to Ethereum. So I got a nice relative price. I've just been trying to trade in and out of coins at the moment. I don't have money to put into the economy at the moment, so I'm running tight on my budgets. I've already dumped plenty in, so we'll see what happens. But I'm just trading in and out at the moment to get the ones that I want. Litecoin's come back up to $49.33. Let's start the conversation again about anywhere below $50 is too cheap. Anywhere below $60 is too cheap. That's if the the long-term goals for Litecoin do pan out, and the rumours about Litecoin being available as a currency to spend on Amazon do turn out to be true. So that's I like Litecoin. I just like Charlie Lee, visionary, right? That's the way I feel. So back the people, not the company. We've said that a lot. And look, I will quickly use that chance to... No, I won't. I'll get onto it, because they're a high market cap coin anyway. When we get to that, I'll have a chance to talk about it. But I've been doing some research on a couple of coins. Who is saying the rumours about Amazon? Oh, it's been floating around for a while, Agent Smith, and you do have to be careful, and that's why I'm only saying it as rumours at this stage. You know who is a big Litecoin supporter is Crypto K in our investment group. So he might be able to... Like, he literally has a Litecoin shirt, man. He wears it everywhere. I love that dude. Bringing good info into the group, and he loves his crypto. So Crypto K is a big Litecoin supporter. So he might be able to answer that question over at the investment group, whether it's actually been confirmed. I had heard that rumour floating around for a long time. So when I say a long time, it's probably a couple of weeks, which is a long time in crypto, right? So, yeah. Litecoin, for me, good buying at $49.33. Potentially short and long term, as the market recovers from Dimmon's little... I'm just going to call it an episode at this stage. Look, I have asked him for an interview, and we're going to see what we can do about getting him on the show. I don't know how impressed he'll be with getting asked for an interview from me after... I think he got offended by that rap. Sorry, Jimmy. I'll probably hurt your feelings, but having said that, you hurt the wallets of a shitload of people, so had to cover that and censor myself. Alright, so let's go on. Dash making a good comeback, 6.82% up in the last 24 hours. Good tech, got no problem with Dash, even though we are little brother PIVX. Dash is good tech. Let's have a look. IOTA, I'm getting sort of mixed responses about whenever I hear it from people. Like, that security concern is potentially more of a concern than what I'd factored in originally when I said, oh, good buying at 50, good buying at 52, and we ran up to 50, I want to say 57, 61, 62 even, like almost straight away. Then we got the overall market correction. Now, it's gone up, like, but it took a almighty dip. It's up 7.68%, but it's only back to that 52 figure that we sort of started calling at it. So, really make your own decisions on that one. Again, I'd sort of hummed and hawed and hesitated and never actually pulled the trigger on it. Not hesitated, I just didn't have time. As I explained to you, it would have required signing up to new exchange. I had to get on Bitquence, I think it's available on, and I'm not trading on Bitquence at the moment. So, in terms of the rewards I was likely to make for further diversifying my portfolio, which is an interesting topic considering we're talking about Bitquence today. But yeah, considering I do like to diversify my portfolio, it was certainly an interesting proposition for me, but I've got 50 different cryptos. I really don't need to manage another one at the moment. Look at my eyes, I'm not getting enough sleep as it is. So yeah, I've left IOTA alone for the moment. I still think it's really impressive technology in terms of essentially volume, speeding up the network. That's pretty cool if they can pull it off and get it secure. So remember, you're always at venture capital stage. A lot of these projects that don't even have working tech yet available on the market. Again, that's another question I'll be asking about Bitcoins at the moment. You want to get into IOTA, but you're in the US. Well, I'll just stick some more in Ripple. Agent Smith, I'm sure that'll do you well. No, I don't have any solutions to that, man. I would have thought if you had BTC, can't you just open up a... Oh, I don't want to tell you how to circumvent the law in your country. Sorry. I'm not going to do that. That's irresponsible of me. Hey, the dude. Haven't seen him for a while. Grinker's a Grand Palace. Let's see what the dude has to say. Haven't seen the dude in for a bit. Alibaba may link with Litecoin. Litecoin community has been petitioning Amazon to take it on board in conjunction with Bitcoin. That's confirmed, is it? Amazon's definitely taking it on. Can you confirm that for us, the dude, please? Thank you. Because we have been just trying to make sure that that's not a rumour and that is confirmed. So that's great news. Great news. Great news for the whole crypto economy. PIVX will be next. Let's hope so. We'll work on some of those strategic connections as well, obviously, so we can get our currency spendable in all sorts of situations. Not confirmed. Thank you, the dude. Just rumour at this stage. Thank you very much. Yeah, so it's cool, It's really cool. I'll start buying some stuff. I'll do some stuff on, I'll do some stuff on, I have done in the past on Alibaba, so I'd be happy to buy crypto. Yeah, I agree. Alibaba's pretty cool. Cranky Pete's just said Alibaba will be bigger than Amazon if they aren't already. I don't know. But look, there's no need to... Again, I see value propositions for both, right? It's like different cryptos. Some are crap. But, the good ones will rise to the top. And there's no need to fight amongst the good ones, in my opinion. Actually, strategic alliances, in my opinion, are a really smart move for cryptos. Like that Komodo Monese one. Super smart. Competition is better, Pete. Competition does... As long as it's not a scramble to position ourselves to take off our fellow man. As long as it's a genuine competition to drive society forward, I'm happy with competition. I think it does work. Maybe just not the way that Adam Smith proposed it. Alibaba article on Steemit or Twitter. Cool, I'll have a look, man. I'm over on Steemit. I'm so bad at using social media, I don't really know how to search for them, but try and find it. Yeah, not between the boys. Yeah, okay. KMD is not rising nicely, Agent Smith. Last time I checked it, there's good reason for that. It's clever strategic alliance. Plus, I had something else. Can't remember what it was, but just check on there. You can check on all these things yourself. You go onto their website, you have a look. But yeah, I like Komodo. I do. It's a clever alliance. they're obviously actively working on developing, on making strategic alliances, of thinking about how they get it, accepted in the real world, if you like. We'd all love to say it is, but it's not. Not yet. We're getting there. That's what we're all working on. So yeah, KMD's an interesting one for sure. Let's keep moving down the charts, see what else we got, because we're pretty much checking on everything these days. We've had a look at all of them, but no, not quite. Let's go and have a look at Ripple for Agent Smith. No, just kidding. We're going to skip straight over that one. No, I'll give it to you. Yeah, it's still at 78.9, mate. I'd take it out. Dump it all now. No, I'm joking, brother. You're pretty good at investments. I'll let you run your own strategies on that one. Bitcoin Cash is nonsense as well. Lucky we all got it for free, right? Did anyone actually pay for that? Don't tell me anyone's actually bought any of that. Sorry. I'm sorry if you have, and I'm sorry if you're a Bitcoin. Big news coming up. Yeah, that's interesting, Joe. Can you elaborate? Or are you just going to be cryptic like I like to be? You're up nicely on Ripple. I don't doubt it, Agent Smith. You probably saw the value proposition of that as soon as they came to the market. You cold-hearted bugger. Nah, good on you, mate. Good work. Still a crypto. Still a fairer way. That's what I say. So, I don't really have anything against Ripple. That's the truth. I don't see him as dishonest as a diamond or a demon. I call him demon. Yeah, I would have been. If I start buying Ripple, I've been taken over by aliens, is what the dude says. Yes, that's pretty much the case. No, look, honestly, I just have, there's only so many things you can invest in. Xiao says it all the time. It's like his mantra. Too many coins, not enough time, not enough investment capital. It's so true. I don't care who you are. It's so hard to spread your investments across what are a lot of potentially very, very good projects and very disruptive projects. And disruptive technology is where if you're just about the money, that's, I love it because you change the world with it, but if you're just about the money, that's where you make the big dollars too. It's volatile, it's dangerous, and it's risky. It's high risk, high reward. Venture capital. Bo Vosh in the house. Let's have a look what Bo has to say. I wish I held my Ripple a few years back. I bought in around 2 to 3 cents. Well, sorry, that's not 2 to 3 cents. That's 1/5 to 1/3 of a cent. Is basically what's been explained. There would have been a multi-millionaire. By Vosh, there is a lot of those stories in the crypto economy. But I love you because you got out of that crap. It's not all about money, man. So, well done to Bo Vosh. ADX is good price. That's ADX. Yeah, I saw that, man. I was so thinking about putting some more in, but I'm taking such a big hit on it. I'm just going to sit on it for a bit. I usually double down, man, but I've already invested, so if it goes 10x from here, I'm stoked. It'd be 5x for me. Because I bought in double the price of what it is last time I checked, but yeah. Yeah, I know. I hate the bankers as well, Bo Vosh. I've been on a rant about Demon, Jimmy, Jamie for the last 3 days. Banksters, yeah, exactly. Agent Smith. No, you're with the bankers. Go away. All right, I'm going to keep going down the market because I do want to get eventually to 10x and have a look at that because that's really won me over in the last 24 to 48 hours. Let's have a look. Lisk is an interesting one because they've got all those conferences coming up through Asia, which is one that I want to say it was Explicit told us about. So they got all those Asian conferences coming up. That could be good. Like we said, the price could have already been factored in from that, but now that we've seen that retracement, I think that conference has started now, if I remember the dates correctly. I think it was September. Yeah, maybe have a look at Lisk if you like the platform. Look, Rise does have an interesting value proposition. I don't know, I haven't seen Explicit in a few days. No big deal. I'm just taking a break. We can't all work every day. I haven't heard anything from Explicit. Not sure. He's a good contributor, no doubt about it. He's got his own group, He does have his own investment group. So I just said I don't want to cross-promote. I said, you're welcome to join us, but his Discord disappeared? Okay. Not sure what happened there, man. Really not sure. Hey, Wilkie. What's going on, man? How you going? You're trading well. Oh, we'll check the PIVX soon because we'll see if we have the PIVX effect today. Going up between 11 and 12. Yesterday we didn't because Wilkie wasn't here and he was dumping all the shares on all of us. I can tell you that now. No, I'm joking. I don't know what... Wilkie just sent me his trade. Like, he sends me his buys and sells, just seeing... We just compare to see how we've done, you know, and where we're setting and that sort of thing. We're different. We don't just stack in at the same price. We have different opinions. Wilkie, you were right, man. I hit that second buy order yesterday. Remember you said, and I said, oh, I don't think it'll retrace that far. I've got it there in case it does. And you said, yeah, you'll hit that one. I did. You were right. Still took it into profit, right? So it doesn't really matter who was right and who was wrong at that point. And if I had gone up into profit straight away, of course, I've got sell orders set up higher, even with PIVX, because it's responsible. Only like 1% of my overall portfolio. But yeah, I had a look at Wilkie's trade book and he's been killing it. So well done, big fella. Taking those real world skills, and in his first week, Wilkie, 10 days, something like that, he's done really well in the trading. His dollar value probably, I don't know whether it be up or down, but the amount of coins he's accumulated when the next big pump comes, that boy's going to do quite well. Wilkie shout. Yeah, so Lisk is at 563. For me, that's pretty cheap. Although I did like the value proposition added by Rise, now that I know there's like additional development codes. Did I get anything on PIVX today? I'll tell you how I went in that in a second, Pete. We'll just move down to that one when we get to it. And I'll actually tell you my buy and sell orders again there. QTUM's way too cheap. 857's tough price. Seriously. Long term, it is. That's my opinion. Sorry to say it with such confidence. Please make your own decisions. But I think it's a really good project long term. I think are we all in agreement that the Chinese thing, like the ICOs and like it'll be a temporary effect on the market, and it'll be a temporary ban? Does anyone have a contrary position to that? And I'd love to hear it. I'm not like, that's what we do here. We debate. So yeah, I think it'll be temporary, Wilkes. We've talked about this, man. They're just positioning. China's probably positioning themselves very, very well. Let's have a look. $8.70. That is a bargain. I didn't see that price. Going to buy some. Yeah, cool, Xiao. That's cool, man. We just keep each other up with it. Dane Mars. Yeah, BTC breaking 3775. Is it? Geez, that's getting up there. I didn't see that happening. Must be. You know, it's obviously the effect of me on the market. Jamie Dimon had a downward effect, but when I come online, that's obviously my international fame and stardom playing effects on the market. So anyway, let's keep going before I talk too much more garbage. Some interesting ones. Steam, I'm like losing the competition big time. That was like my pick of the week and it's not done anything. Oh, is that what you were saying, Dane? You're hoping it breaks through? Yeah, cool, man. We'll have a look at that soon. We'll just have a look at Bitcoin, see how it's tracing. How long we've been on for? Yeah, almost half an hour. We'll have a midway check in a second. Steam's at $1.11 for me. Long term, that's just way too cheap unless someone knows something I don't, but people are still active in the community on Steemit. We'll see what happens in that space, but there's still active people there. There's people posting. You guys know as well as I do, like essentially that in this day and age, it's about creating a user base. Monetizing it can come later, but they've already got a strategy to monetize it. So, yeah. Sorry, I was just checking that last comment there. Missed it as it came up. That's not very nice, Pete. Yeah, we could listen to some of your advice, but you're a bloody New South Welshman, so yeah, go trade for a bit, mate. We'll stay here and keep winning. No, just stirring you up, bro. I hope to be working with you soon on a couple of things we've been talking about. Let's have a look what Bo Bosch says about Steemit. Steemit should keep growing. They have the D-Tube now for uploading videos. If they implement live streaming, it can blow up quick. Interesting. What's the D-Tube? I literally just repost my link to this in the Steemit article. I'm not sure how I'm supposed. Yeah, I need to get Zhao onto it. Yeah, bloody cockroach. Exactly right, Dane. Exactly right. That's Pete we're talking about. and Jamie Dimon. I'm sure if Don, I keep calling him Dimon because it sounds like Damon, and he is. But yeah, I'm sure if Diamond was actually a Australian, he'd be a New South Welshman. I'm sure of it. Absolutely positive. He wears blue ties, Pete. Mate, in bed with that fella. Yeah, cool. Alright, let's get back to the crypto before we get off track. I noticed that I did that a lot yesterday. Goodness, rants about dolphins and all sorts of things. Let's keep going. 10x, here we go. Alright, 10x is at $2.08 and it's actually retraced 2% in the last 24 hours. I watched I think it's like an hour-long question and answer with the CEO, Julian, last night. I watched that and I couldn't take my eyes off it. I honestly couldn't. I said to the guys, he's like a better looking, more intelligent version of me. Like hair-wise as well, right? But he's a waterman, and DTube platform neutralized library credit. Oh yeah, cool. Because I'd read a lot about library credits, and I found the white paper complex and difficult to understand in it. I found it overcomplicated. It needed to simplify what it was trying to explain. So yeah, that's awesome. Thanks for that, the dude. We'll get onto that. But yeah, 10x, I went and looked at that Q&A that he does. I've subscribed to his channel now. I think I have anyway. I don't really know how to do it. But he does that once a week, apparently. And I was inspired. The guy's talking about community building, not caring about what the share price is doing in the short term because he's looking long term. Making connections in the payment system world. I think he's making good moves. Very level-headed guy. I really liked him, Agent Smith. Really liked him. Really liked that interview. I said straight away, I was sitting here with my girlfriend, I said, I'm going to work with him. I've just decided. And now he's going to get pestered by the fish until he returns my messages. We'll see what happens, but I had a really good feeling for that guy. So we'll see what happens. He's obviously very intelligent, having been through medicine. And yeah, we'll see what happened. But I love the way he answered questions. And I love the way he didn't dismiss other coins. I hated the way he didn't mention PIVX. But maybe we can change that. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But that interview I watched, I've sent the team an email and just said, look, get in contact with me because I'm keen to do something with you guys. Maybe we can, look at doing something where I spend my PIVX on a 10x card or something like that, riding my custom X bodyboard. No, because if I call it the XXX crypto movie, people are going to get the wrong idea, right? Anyway. Yeah, exactly, Jim. He said he refuses to speculate on price, and I'm the same with PIVX pretty much. Like I took at least $4.50, but I'm not going to go long-term predictions, not right now. I'll put some fun ones together based on, economic circumstances in Australia and things like that. More viewers though, Z. You're talking about Julian. Hang on, I've missed a bit of this conversation, I think. Let me get back to the chat. Oh, we're talking about... Yeah. Okay, we're talking about DTube there. Cool, gotcha, guys. I gotcha. Did you hear about CBay? That cryptocurrency, eBay? I like that. That was pretty cool. Yeah, so for me, I was pretty impressed with 10x. What the cool thing is as well is it's like, it essentially would allow you to hold a portfolio of coins on the card, and it would more or less choose which one to spend for you. That's the future concept. Centris eBay, is that what it's called? Slicekeeper, and welcome and hello. Yeah, that's interesting, man. Hey, Slicekeeper. I was thinking we should do that PIVX transfer. I'll do a down payment. I'll do a 5 PIVX down payment on what we were talking about before. CBay, yeah, man. Yeah, cool. I like the idea. Centris eBay, there you go. Centris eBay. Yeah. The 0.5 reward is what you've got written there, Jim. Yeah, sorry, man. It just took me a second with the type. I figured it out. You usually don't have to correct it. Yeah, that's a good point. All it needs good transaction volume. He's talking about 10x, I'm assuming, Jim. All it needs is good transaction volume, and the 0.5 reward will grow and push price up naturally. Great comment. So yeah, I like it. I like the system. I like what they're thinking about. I like the moves he's making. He's got a stack of energy. He won't, that's the thing, he's me. He'll be a pain in the neck. He will. He'll go and pester the shit out of these companies until they do what he needs to for 10x. So that's interesting. And he's pretty, like, he's so transparent about not having specific ties with Visa directly and MasterCard directly, but having ties with their carriers. And I just like that he can answer questions on the spot. I find it refreshing. I find it new age business for a CEO to sit there fully exposed and answer any questions that anyone's got. That's putting yourself out there. You can get a lot of comments on on YouTube that are going to throw you. No, we haven't covered BQX yet. Hang around. We'll get into that. I've done a fair bit of research on it. So, did you see Cliff High's video about Century? He thinks it has major security flaws. Thank you for balancing the debate there, Bo Vosh. No, I hadn't seen that, mate, so I'm going to have to go have a look at that. Thank you very much. Bo Vosh just making an important comment there to balance the debate about CBay. Centra, if you like. Check the number of times Centra says scam in their tweets at Bo Vosh. Cool. Good combo, guys. All right, let's keep moving because otherwise we'll never get onto the ones I actually said. I'll just quickly go. Vertcoin had an announcement because that's a nice, quick, easy one to cover, and I've lost it. Where did I put it? Oh, that's annoying. I'll bring it up. It's not that hard. I had it all nicely sequenced out with what I was going to talk to, and I've somehow already blown it. That's funny. Oh, I couldn't get onto the 10x Slack group, by the way. If anyone can tell me what that's about, it says it's down. Which, by the way, don't see that as a major panic point or anything like that. The guy was online a couple of days ago, like he was doing his live chat not that long ago. Vertcoin. Anyway, the announcement, there was a couple of announcements on there that have come out on Twitter. They're actually on our investment group, so maybe if I go back to Crypto Chat, I can find that. Crypto Chat. Here it is. Oh, I'll put the link in for you guys so you can see it. It's good. But yeah, it's a couple of good things coming through there. So Vertcoin have, as we know, we talked about their Nano Ledger and whatever it was. What is it? Ledger and I can't. You know me with technical terms. Anyway, it was a good thing. Gia said. So VertDocs, that's what it was. All-in-one documentation suite detailing everything from Vertcoin mining to troubleshooting your wallet, with tons of new faces joining the Vertcoin community every day. We want to make it as easy as possible for newcomers to get started. We expect VertDocs to be available to the public in the coming weeks, so stay tuned. I thought that was cool, and I have heard about them working on a one-click mining setup to make it easy for idiots like me. So, cool stuff by Vertcoin. Liked it for a little while. Have heard that they're now making Vertcoin directly available through GBP trade, Great British Pound trade on Bittylicious. So Bittylicious, interesting name. What's wrong with the Aussie dollar? Bittylicious, you're just putting the Great British Pound on there. I don't think you're ready for my Aussie. I don't think you're ready for my Aussie. There you go. See, that's how I get ideas for songs. And I'm going to keep going with crypto before I embarrass myself further. So yeah, cool announcements coming out from Vertcoin there. Like that. It's pretty cool. Keep an eye on it. I'll put that. Did I put that address in? I can't remember. No, I didn't. Hang on. I'll just pop it in there for you so you can all have a look yourselves. It's pretty cool. Go and have a read up. Always good to stay informed. So, boom. Look at how good I'm getting. Yeah, Crypto Care. Hey, Joe. Welcome to the convo, man. We're going to have a look at Bitquence, man. Love to hear your thoughts on that. Didn't ask you pre-show. I got like mixed feelings about it in terms of potential versus its current valuation. Like where it's actually at for the stage of development, I think it's probably actually a little bit overpriced, but where it's potentially can go to, it's underpriced, right? So it's how you feel about it yourself. That's kind of my overall. I think we'll get onto that now, actually. We'll get onto Bitquence now. Okay, so we got asked by one of our newcomers yesterday to have a look at Bitquence. And so I've gone and done some research on it. and I'd love to hear your opinions as well. And I'll just go through what I've wrote. So I made a little sort of research paper. I suggest you do that whenever you're researching a coin, and then just keep like a Word file or something like that. Keep a folder for them, and then you can go back and check your notes and see why you liked it and whether that's changed when you're looking at, you're looking at it 6 months from now to decide whether it still adds the same value proposition or whether perhaps something better has come onto the market. Or, I don't know, there's plenty of things, but the research is never wasted because you always learn so much about it, but if you keep a store of it, it becomes even more valuable, especially for comparative measures. To be honest, it's only something I've recently started doing. I failed to do it at the start, and I'm finding myself, as I research more coins, forgetting what one is over the other. So, yeah, thanks, Joe. Just have a quick look, man. I'll sort of go through it now, bro, but maybe even after the show, just have a look at it or whatever and tell us what you think. We're all having a look at it. They have a beta product that they show in their dev updates. I couldn't even find anything on that, Jim. Anyway, let's have a look at it. So I'll just bring up my notes on Bitquence. Bitquence, here we go. We're excited to announce a new project we've been working on. No, that's Vertox, sorry. I was putting notes for the show. I didn't even use them. Typical fish. Not very professionally. Is that the dude, is that BQX? I think BQX is the trade code on Bitquence, if I'm right. Oh, okay, thanks, Jim. See, YouTube seems to be a good place to do your crypto research because you've got Fish the Beach Bum Investor and the Crypto Wave Investment Crew for starters. And second of all, Jim's just updated us there and said they, speaking about Bitquence, BQX, that they have a YouTube channel that they put a dev update nearly every week. Cool, thanks, man. Good info. I'll have a look for that. That's awesome. Yep, BQX, yep, we're all in agreement there. Cool, so we can move on. Now, I've got pros and cons. Pros are a lot, actually. I find what is going on there? Don't twist your hair. Pros of Bitquence. Storage of multiple wallets. That's essentially, I guess, the core value proposition. It is about making it easier to obtain a diversified portfolio in the crypto economy and making it easier and cheaper for exchanges, peer-to-peer and things like that. So it's a pretty good project. Let me tell you the things I like about it, then I'll get on to the things I don't. So the pros, storage of multiple wallets, that's obviously convenient. I've got private keys and USBs and all sorts of things going everywhere. So anything that can make that a little easier for me to manage is a good thing. So I'm just going to dot this button because that keeps sliding off. What else have I got here? Yeah, I've got it as a pro and a con. As what they offer is a diversified, well, what they're working towards is a diversified basket of coins. So they're essentially group coins, okay? Privacy coins, for example, they put it PIVX, Dash, and Monero in the same basket, for example, and you can buy that a basket essentially, like showing your faith in privacy coins, and then you've got ICO coins and security coins and all sorts of things. So that they basket them together to allow you to easily diversify your portfolio, minimising your risk. Exactly, Jim. Jim's got some really good info here. Let's see what he says. It will help mums and dads get into the market easier. It will help with mass adoption and make us the early adopters. Yeah, I like, us. Are you talking about like us as in just anyone into crypto in general, or are you actually involved with Bitquence yourself? If you are, that's cool. Yeah, but I agree, man. It's a good project. It definitely is. It has good ambitions. Yeah, I also said though, you know what? It does make it easy, but am I going to use it? No, because I'm a stubborn prick who likes to make his own decisions. So the good thing is that Bitquence actually allows you to modify the portfolio that's suggested to your own will, and it actually is a pretty cool thing for me as well because there's a staking setup, which I'll talk about in a second. You're not involved. Okay, thanks for clarifying there, Jim. Yeah, whoever's in crypto now will be an early adopter. Exactly, brother. I'm with you on that one, Jim. Good call, man. Yeah, so what else did I find as a positive? I found out as a positive and negative, as I said, because I like to encourage people to actually research each coin individually and understand what they're investing in. So to me, that it does make it easier, but it also makes it maybe a little less informed for the individual himself, but they sort of overcome that problem. And it's a smart solution. I like it. It's clever. So we'll keep going. We'll get to that. But they have cold safe storage for the coins. Now, I've got this as a pro and a con because it does allow them to think about scalability and speed. It allows them to think about security in terms of where the coins are stored. It's pretty interesting stuff. So the reason I don't like cold safe storage is because I'm not sure about this because my tech skills aren't super good, but if you guys can comment and let me know. If my PIVX is sitting in cold safe storage, I'm not staking it, right? So for POS coins, I'm like, well, you guys essentially are sort of a POS coin in it, or sort of. I find it more like a POA coin, if you like, proof of accuracy. And I'll get onto more of that in a second, but I just find that a little inconvenient because for me, I like to get my dividends, my staking. Yeah, Zhao's just confirmed that for me, essentially, and said the main problem with cold storage is the availability of coins. And that's something I do see as a concern. So thank you, Zhao, for giving us your opinion on that. Anyone has a separate opinion and thinks cold storage is awesome for all reasons, please feel free to leave your comments as well. Open discussion. No one gets shut down here. So, yeah, for me, cold safe was good and bad. You know, for me, bad. Because I like to stake my coins, I like to have them accessible. But I can see the value proposition it does add in security. So if you just want to, you know, especially if they're not a staking coin, and you're just putting away savings, maybe it's a good thing. You know, please make your own decisions. I think it's cool that they're working on stuff to, you know, I commend them for working on stuff that thinks about mass adoption. That's cool. Yeah, exactly. I was talking about the securities. Yeah. Guess they may give people the option. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's something they'll work towards in the future, but how do you... Because cold storage is essentially off the network, right? So how do you stake coins off a network? I don't understand that. I'd have to look into more about how they could do that potentially in the future. So we'll have to think about that. As long as you encrypt the wallet, you should be okay. Can you also encrypt the wallet.dat file? Only have to be careful about keyloggers. Yeah, cool. Thanks, Bobosh. Good info, man. Alright, let's keep moving on to my other good points. This I thought was cool. Transfer, like SMS transfer of coins. That's what they're working on. That's pretty cool, right? There you go. I like that. Oh, you have the option to use or not use cold storage. Sorry, Jim. Yeah, cool, man. I gotcha. That's a good point there from Jim. Can you still stake them though if they're on the, like if they're in the wallet? If they're in the wallet, they're not in cold storage. Can you stake them like it's a multi-wallet service so that would stake your PIVX for you as well? Is that? I'd have to check on that, Jim. Jim, can you, if you don't know the answer to that, man, can you save me a bit of running around and check that? If you already know, don't go run around. That's fine. I'll do the running around if no one knows it off the top of their head. Yeah, I like the transfer to phone numbers. That was cool. Zero cost, instant internal transfers on any coin. That's basically what they're saying. So, yeah, that's what I thought, Zhao. It's different from a wallet. Doesn't allow staking, masternodes, all that sort of stuff. That's what I thought. Thanks for confirming, man. We're just saying usually. Please check on that yourself. They may have added a feature that I'm not aware of. Jazz just said they have the wallet, you have the address, and they stake. I'm not sure how it works. I'm gonna have to check more onto that. I don't think you can stake on it at the moment. I think that's the conclusion we're getting to at the moment. Anyway, next good point was zero cost instant internal transfers on any coins. That's what I was reading when I was reading on the value proposition. So essentially, you could still use their platform to do an internal transfer. Because the Bitcoin's already held, like if it was Bitcoin, for example, it's already held on the platform, right? So they can essentially transfer that on their own ledger at their own cost, not using $2 a transaction mining fees or more with Bitcoin. So I think that's what they were getting at when I was reading into it, and that to me it's a pretty good value proposition. So I put that as a positive. QR codes are being developed to allow businesses to request payments in their currency of choice. I love that. That's cool. Makes it easy for people. Anything that makes it easy to understand and actually promotes its use and acceptance as real world currency, I'm behind. So good initiative there. I like that. What else have I got? Launches a variety of diversified cryptocurrency investment baskets with low fees, making it simple and painless to buy into crypto with fiat currencies. Yeah, that we sort of touched on that. Like, you can get the baskets. It's easy to understand. It's easy to get your fiats in. That's the plan. I've put here as a positive risk diversification is a positive. I've just got some quotes here that I'll read out to you. This is off the white paper and the website. It just says, spread funds across dozens of cryptocurrencies or tokens, making it less risky than purchasing an individual currency. Accessibility. Cryptocurrencies become easier to purchase, enabling average participant and consumers to experience the benefits, and raising liquidity for all the market participants. Community expertise. Bitquence users. This is one that I really liked, by the way. So this is the sort of the proof of stake that I was talking about, with their proof of accuracy, if you like. Nice, Pete. Dropping the lyrics. We're going to have a rap battle soon. Live. No, it's got to be pre-recorded. I can't freestyle. I have to pre-write my stuff. Like Jackie Metcalf, bodyboarder, he's actually a pretty good freestyle rapper. So he's got skills to just flow. I got to write it all and choreograph it when I'm rapping. Got no idea what I'm doing. Anyway, what's the safest way of storing my BTC, says Dane Mars? In a wallet. Usually, I like Copay's one that we use from Australia that's linked with Coinbase, so it's nice and easy to use. In a wallet, it's the safest place. Make sure you store your private keys and backups and all that sort of thing in a very safe place. And that's actually interesting, because speaking of that, that's something in Bitquence's plan. Paper wallet, Slicekeeper says, with big exclamation marks. So maybe that's something you want to look into as a paper wallet, because paper wallet is also a safe storage option. It does depend on, I guess, is safe to, but don't know how to do that. All you do, Dane, is if you've got, depends on what wallet you're using, man, but if you basically just got to back up the right files. If you get onto the Slack group, like I can tell you how to do it with PIVX, no problem. BTC itself, I actually very rarely hold a whole lot of. See bigger value proposition, and I know a lot of people will disagree with me, but I see a lot more value proposition in the altcoins going forward than BTC itself. And I know that's an unpopular theory. I don't care. I'm allowed to have my own opinion. And that's my opinion. So I don't actually hold a lot of Bitcoin myself. I tend to move my altcoins into, the long-term bag, if you like. I tend to move that into the wallets. Okay? And then I'll keep some on exchanges to just trade it in and out of 24/7 by presetting my buy and sell orders, so the computer does all the work for me. Even I can do that, and I'm a computer idiot. So that's something really good to learn. You just do a little bit of analytics. You don't have to go crazy, man. And that way you're just trying to buy it a little cheaper and sell it a little higher, You set those buy and sell orders so that you're ready to go. Then when they hit, you just go again. Recycle. You find coins trade within ranges for a period of time. And while doing that time, it's accumulation. You can accumulate coins during that time. Wilkie does it all the time, just ask him. Which multi-wallets you guys use? I'll tell you what I don't use. Exodus. Bunch of pricks. There you go, I'm going to go on another rant. Actually, I've got my emails here. Should I tell you the email that I had with the CEO of Exodus? I got one from him. JP Richardson. What a wanker. Absolute dick. He can go and hang out with Jamie Dimon for all I care. Probably already does. You should have heard the response I got from him as a new customer. I just don't even care what they have. I care about customer service here. I will pay 0.25% to trade, and I will pay... Okay, I'll tell you the response. You want it? Here it is. Okay, I'm going to find it right now in my email. I've got to get my email open. Actually, I've got a Steemit article about it because I posted it on Steemit. So let me have a look. Search Exodus. And then I literally have written a rap about that. There's a rap song on my YouTube and it's got some foul language in it because I got, so please, language warning if you're going to go and have a look at it. But I went hard at him. I did not like the email response I got from a CEO of a company wasting his time over $5. What a wanker. Electrum I haven't heard of, Dane. Sorry, man. What I use is I got a Waves wallet. I've got a My Ether wallet, which is good for your tokens. The ERC20 tokens that you get at obviously sometimes ICO, no market. So I've got a My Ether wallet. I've got Waves wallet for a couple of things that I bought. I got PIVX wallet, obviously. So yeah, I'm just trying to find this article. This was ridiculous what this guy said to me. I called it Exodus scam, which was just to grab attention. It wasn't actually a scam. It was just terrible customer service. Yeah, cranky. Wait, hey, let's do a weekly show where we just rant. We'll just call it, I was going to say we'll call it Cranky Fish, and it can be both of us because you're Cranky Pete and I'm Fish. Yeah, I saw that. Trey's all linked to me. Yeah, I saw that. Let me just have a look at Exodus scam. I'll get this article up that I wrote and I actually posted the guy's response to me. What have I got? Exodus scam beach fund investor. I don't even know how to search my own thing. See how bad I am with this stuff. No. Oh, because I have to put it as one word. Investor. Come on, Luke. Just trying to find it here. Here it is. Yeah, I really was not happy with this guy. I'll tell you what, I even post up the thing and it shows you the lyrics, but please, it is graphic. Very bad language used. So if you're not into that, please don't look at this rap song that I wrote, okay? I've warned you. And there's a big warning, because I don't like to force bad language upon people. The old shitty or something like that isn't too bad, I guess. But let me just read it to you. Oh no, the actual thing's not on here. Sorry, I'll find that email in a sec. But basically, he said to me, I said, look, $5 has gone missing from my account. I don't know what's happened. I was new. I was just trying out new wallets and platforms and stuff, and I said, don't know what's happened. And one of the support guys got back to me and said, blah blah blah, technical. We can't do anything. I said, what do you mean you can't do anything? It was an internal transfer. I was buying one coin and selling another in your own bloody wallet. What do you mean you can't do anything? I said, don't tell me what you can't do. Tell me what you can do. It's $5. It's not your $5, it's my $5, and I want it back. And yeah, so I kicked up a stink over $5, and the response I got was from the CEO himself, and it said, Luke, we feel like we've, done this and done that, and undersold our value proposition, and he said, I will personally pay you $5 to leave this site and never use this again. I'm a new customer, just trying to figure it all out, mate. You want to come at me like that, think you're a bigwig. I had a look at him online, he's bloody, sorry to anyone out there who is, but it's funny to people like me when geeks like that get all high and mighty because they've created some company and asserted themselves to some power in the business world. Because, mate, walk down to D-Bar, all right, and then run your mouth like that and see what happens. Clown. Hide over behind your computer screen, champ. You know where I am. Anyway, I'm going to get off that rant, but people just piss me off. Customer service is so important. So important. If you don't value your customers, I was trying it out as a small customer, mate. You just missed out on a lot of trades. So, yeah, I still intend on making that video, by the way. I already told him. He said, I'll pay you $5 to leave us and never... I sent him the lyrics for the song, and I said, no, I'm making this video now. And I said, the price just went to $5,000, and you can pay me $5,000 not to make the video. And then I retracted that and said, you know what? Not even worth it. You could offer me 10 grand, I'd tell you to go jump in the creek. Because I'm going to tell people what a shitty product Exodus is for the rest of my life. So well done, champ. Good decision to burn me over $5. And, honestly, how does the CEO of a platform that clearly has issues if one of his new customers has lost $5, How does he have time to sit down and respond to that personally? What a wanker. Loser. Sorry, you shouldn't call people names. You should explain the actions that are upsetting you, right? But I'm going to break that rule on this one. End on Diamond, Diamond, I don't care what their names are. Put them in the wanker group together. They've probably got their own Discord group. We've got Crypto Wave Investment Crew. They've got crypto wankers. That's it. Sorry. Got on a rant again. Let's get back to having a look at, and I guarantee you that Bitquence aren't going to be happy about me breaking up the review of their coin, which is a solid project. I'm not fully sold on it, but it's a solid project, especially with their ambitions there. So getting back onto it, they do have some really good things. Low cost Bitquence allocations will have low transactions and management fees, ensuring the power and freedom of cryptocurrency remains intact as Wall Street and professional venture participants start to enter the market. Time savings. Bitquence allows, we said that. Okay, so multiple wallets. Each of Bitquence features. Oh yeah, so that just explains how the gas works. So that's essentially what the Bitquence token does. Dynamic asset location. By using the infrastructure, there is no counterparty risk, no leverage. Everything in the liquidity network is... this is an important point. Everything in the liquidity network is backed one-to-one with underlying cryptocurrency assets, ensuring that Bitquence will always be solvent, mitigating risk to users. I like that. That's good. Bitquence will distribute paper and hardware wallets at geographically... this was another thing I liked. Bitquence will distribute paper and hardware wallets at geographically distributed safety deposit boxes around the world to secure assets safely and securely. I like that. That's cool. That's showing. That's smart. Users will, with active BQX balances on the Bitquence platform, will be able to stake their coins. I always like that, on different risk profiles with weighted voting based on their stake. That's so cool. So there's this whole, for people getting in, it's like the users now have assessed this coin at high risk, medium risk, low risk. It helps people get in. And then because it's the users assessing the risk of those coins, if they go up or down or stay steady, then they're obviously rewarded and given more, influence, if you want to use that word, or seen as more accurate would be the best word in actually assessing the crypto economy. So that's pretty cool, right? There's a real incentive to think about what tips you're putting out there, essentially, what you're staking against. That's kind of how it works, right? And that helps the new people get in with good, solid investments from a good, solid research crew. Not dissimilar to what we do at the Crypto Wave Investment Crew ourselves. So, I did like that. I thought that was pretty cool. And it's something I could get involved in, right? Because I feel like I have a fairly decent understanding of the market and essentially make some money off being correct, as well as making the money of buying those stocks. So, I like that. That was cool. Cons, here we go. Let's get to the negatives. I already said keeping coins in cold storage, not being staked. That's a problem. What I didn't like is I couldn't find any, you got to understand, I don't know how to go and find all these things on YouTube and that, right? So what I do when I'm looking at a coin is I either go and just search for it, Google search it, or I go onto CoinMarketCap and I hit the website link. So that's where I need to see all the information, because that's how I know. And if you're an old school guy like me and you don't know a lot about social media and computers, that's where you're going to be looking. So they're missing us. And I know you guys think that that's nothing, but trust me, it's much bigger than you think. And we're not all computer experts, so you need to make it easy for us. And to me, the timeline, there was no timeline set out on the roadmap, on the white paper. It just says we're going to do this, this, and this, and this, which is luck. And to me, that was... I'll have to formulate an opinion on that one, Joe. That's a super interesting debate. We could literally, we might even I was thinking about that, bro. Maybe we do that tomorrow, rather than a new coin tomorrow. Let's have that discussion, because that's super important with Metropolis coming up and all that. So let's have that discussion tomorrow. I'll just tell you what Joe's asked, so you can all get ready to join in this discussion tomorrow, because I think we're going to have it. Joe's just asked, what are your thoughts on Ethereum being able to switch to a private coin, and how will this affect PIVX? Excellent question, man. Excellent question. Let's get that in the topics for tomorrow. We're definitely going to cover that tomorrow. Excellent question. Thanks, Joe. I would like, obviously, time to think about that response, given that it is a super important question. Let's go have a look at... Yeah, we'll talk about Ethereum a bit more in depth tomorrow, actually, because it is a coin with an interesting history. It does have one of the most influential people, if not the most influential person in the crypto economy, in Vitalik Buterin. So I think it's a discussion worth at least half an hour, man. Let's have a look at it tomorrow for sure. Let me get back to what my cons were with Bitquence so we can wrap up for today. Yeah, I didn't like the fact there were no timelines set out, and the goals, like I couldn't see how they're being ticked off in that. I've been updated on that just in the last hour, obviously, about the YouTube channel, so I'll have to get over there and check out how frequently they're updating, what sort of, where they're stayed. The big problem for me, like I was like, has any tech been released? I can't see anything. Where's the list? I've heard that they will, Kev. I've heard that strongly, mate, as a rumour. Kev's just asked that, he said the list price is stable now after a solid retracement. You know, are they rebranding? I believe the answer to that is yes. It is only I think it might even be confirmed. It's a strong rumour, I would say, that one. And they have got a conference through Asia this year, like a promotional tour, if you like. So I don't think it's a bad time on Lisk. Having said that, Rise have a pretty good value proposition now that I've looked a little bit more into it, because they've got the residual income through their Rise drops, I think they're called, and they've got, I think it's more user-friendly programming, or more options for programming for dApps to be built on top of. So I'm actually starting to look at Rise as potentially an even better value proposition than Lisk. But I haven't made my decision yet. Fortunate thing for me is I made very good money on Lisk. I got it down at $2, roughly, between $2 and $2.60, which I shared with you on these videos. And so, yeah. What's Xiao saying? Xiao's got some comments. Actually, I'm just going to finish up on Bitquence, and then we'll go back to the chat to finish up. Yeah, so I'd like to know if any tech's actually been released. That might be actually mentioned. The circulating supply is 220. This is just some info for you. 222,295,208. They had I believe they had an ICO release where they released 1 billion. So essentially, like they were saying, you tell us how many coins you want. They burnt off the rest, and that's what's left them with that number. I believe that's the case. As far as I could read, you know, that was the plan in the white paper, right? So I'm assuming that was followed. But again, there was no updated stuff on the website. And I know they're going onto YouTube and really cool new age, well, I don't want to say new age, but it's not where traditional investors are doing their research, mate. Like, that's the problem. It's not on YouTube. They're searching business plans and white papers and things like that. So people just going with the new wave approach, I think you're limiting yourself to people only interested in crypto and knowing to search those avenues, and I don't think that's a smart plan for mass adoption. You've got to consider everybody. So, yeah, that was my cons. But overall, pretty good project, right? Good goals. Wider, simpler, wider acknowledgement, wider understanding of the crypto economy, even helping people get into good coins, like at least what the community and the crypto investors see as good coins. So that's got to be a good lead for a new person, right? It allows you to earn residual by essentially doing what we do as an investment group, bringing in your thoughts and opinion. You get paid on the accuracy. That's essentially why I'm calling it a proof of accuracy rather than a proof of stake coin. It's just a term I came up with just then. So, yeah, I like it. It's got definitely some different value propositions. I do have some concerns with its current valuation, like for the stage of development it's at. I'm going to have to check on where the devs are at and get back to you on that, but that was a major concern of mine. I think it was 50 odd million with no tech released, or very little tech released, as far as I can tell. 50 million in beta testing, that's a big company valuation for that particular project. I think it's certainly in its infancy stages, so It's a big valuation. And that's what my point is. Like, but will you ever get it cheaper? Probably not, the way this market works. And if it takes off, will it be worth more than 50 million? Absolutely. Have a look at what they're trying to do. They achieve their goals, that will be worth more than 50 million. Thank you, Grinkers. 1 hour and 47 minutes left on the Substratum ICO. For those interested, please make your own decisions. That one's decentralized web hosting, if you like. So taking on the GoDaddies and the Amazon web servers of the world to make us not only a cheaper, but a more efficient blockchain-based web hosting, if you like. It's really, really cool. It shifts the website from host to host to get the best end user result. There's a lot of good things about Substratum. Again, I mean, with most of these coins, honestly, the amount of money they're raising in VC is quite high. But it's disruptive technology. It is so disruptive that for the coins that do get it right, they're going to make a fortune. That's as simple as that. They will disrupt entire industries. And we know what Uber did in terms of valuation with disruptive technology. We know what Airbnb have done with disruptive peer-to-peer technology. Uber's the same, peer-to-peer, disruptive. You think about all these projects that have taken off on the back of we can do it ourselves. We don't need a middleman taking their cut. So yeah, I like blockchain, like the future of blockchain. Jamie Dimon obviously likes the future of blockchain, and anyone who invests in his project, I'll meet you down at D-Bar. No, I'm joking. You do what you want with your money, but if you want to invest in that sort of dickhead, he's got enough, right? He's got $1 billion and he just manipulated the shit out of the market. That's what it looks like anyway. He needs more. He earns $22 million a year. For those of you not comprehending how much $1 million is, $1 billion, it's $1 million a week for the next 20 years. That's how much the guy's worth. I think once you've accumulated a certain amount of personal wealth, you can afford to share it around a bit. I'm not sure you need to sit there and further manipulate markets to put yourself in a good position when the eventual move does come. There's a lot of conspiracy theorists coming out, conspiracies coming out about the financial system in general, the fiat financial system. It's a really interesting topic because mathematically it does have an end to it, the fiat financial system. You have to know that. It's maths. I'm not pitching conspiracy theorists. Nothing can grow forever. And that's what our current economic system relies on. So, no, yeah, right. Xiao's saying he makes at least $100 million a year. $22 million a year is just his JP Morgan salary. That's what I mean. $22 million a year is his salary, and he gets paid that to kick people out of their homes. Anyway, where are we going? And laugh about it and say it was all justified. I just don't like the guy. Bitcoin documentary on Netflix was amazing, says Kev. I'm going to go. Alright, I've got Netflix now, so I'll have a look. I haven't seen it yet. So many docos and stuff to watch. I literally hung out with my girlfriend for a bit last night, and we watched an interview with the CEO of 10X. Brilliant date. I'm having to kill two birds with one stone to keep on top of everything. So it is hard to keep on top of it all. Yeah, he just made millions with Bitcoin already. I know, Xiao. I saw the buy orders over in Europe that got executed over there on behalf of JP Morgan. And I also heard he's going to come out and say it's all for a client or something like that. But he also said, he called his own daughter stupid. This is the kind of empathetic character that we're dealing with. He said that Bitcoin is dangerous because it has stupid people, idiots like my daughter thinking they're geniuses. Oh, I'm sorry, mate. We can't get in late and manipulate a market like you big boys. Yeah, he's a wanker. Yeah, economics is so confusing to study, Pete said. That's because it doesn't make sense, mate. It got adapted. Hey, Slice Keeper, can we do something, bro? Yeah, exactly. I read that, Xiao. Xiao just said, he said, any activity JP Morgan, any JP Morgan workers muck around with Bitcoin, he'll fire them. That's what he said. And then there's a massive order in Europe for Bitcoin from JP Morgan. Hey, Slice Keeper, I'm just going to transfer you five Pivy, mate, because I got Slice Keeper's address earlier, and I like to do a little Pivy giveaway every now and again. Slice Keeper's been a great contributor. He always keeps us up to date with his Picoin. That's an investment that he's been keeping a track of. He's a masternode holder there, and it's just keeping us up to date with his residual income, and that's, you know, appreciate that effort, man, and the effort you put in over at the Discord group. So, here, hold on. What's he doing? Yeah, no, I'm giving you 5 PIVX. Let's call it a down payment for that other project we're going to work on as well. Obviously, I'm going to have to pay you a lot more for that, but yeah, it's in Discord. I'm going to get his, I'm sure he gave it to me, his wallet. Yeah. I'm still figuring it out. I only just figured out how to get to my direct messages. I just kept messaging someone every time I wanted to look at the history. So stupid. But I am learning. So, Slice Keeper, you put your wallet. Yeah, there it is. Just going to do quick 5 Pivy transfer over to Slice Keeper. See how we go. Alright, got your address. PIVX wallet open and staking as always. I haven't had a staking bonus for a while. I feel unlucky at the moment. I want one. Alright, I'm going to send this. Send to that address. This is Slice Keeper. Just like to keep track of who I'm sending it to. Slice Keeper. The Picoin Eater. I don't know, I like to get creative. Slice Keeper, the Picoin Eater, gets 5 PIV. Don't know what the boys downstairs are laughing at. Something just got very funny. They must be watching this show. Hilarious, right? Okay, so again, I'm going to hit send, and I've only got it open, so I'm going to have to unlock it so I can send it. I've only got it open for staking, and I think that's important that you do that if you're not going to be using your wallet, because then if something happens, at least it's secured. They'd have to use your passphrase to actually send any PIVX out of the wallet. So yes, I am going to. Thank you very much. And there it goes. I actually had it open. So that's a good lesson to you all. Make sure you lock your wallet again. Open it for anonymization and staking only. I've just sent that through to your Slice Keeper. If you can just let us know you've got that, man. You know, I always like to double check these things. The cost on that one was 2251, by the way. 0.00002251. Let's have a look at the chat before we close up shop for the day. Thanks again for joining us for crypto. Oh, he's already got it. Thanks, Slice Keeper. Enjoy, brother. Thanks for all the work you do. You're a legend. Hey, no. I'm going to do a quick PIVX check. See if we've had the PIVX effect between 11 and 12, or we've failed again. Wilkie, you better have been buying up the market. No, I'm joking. We'll see what happens. PIVX effect. Come on. No! That's 2 days in a row. You guys suck. No, it's not you guys. It's the rest of the market. Will Durant. Let's have a look what Will says. Will. I'm just trying to find it, man. I suck with social media. Hang on. That's pretty funny, dude. I can't really repeat it, but it's funny. Yeah, so thanks for dropping in, Will, with that. Dropping that bomb in the chat. I can't repeat it, man. It's kids coming to watch my show, so thanks anyway for dropping in. And thank you all for joining in another Okay, alright, I'm going to go. Thanks for dropping in today, guys. Fun crypto chat as always. Bitquence I do like in terms of the ideal. I think it's a little overpriced, but everything is really for the stage of the development that they're at. But they all have huge potential, so maybe it is justified. Please make your own decisions. And have I heard of you before, Will Durant? Don't go yet, okay. I've got to, man. I've got work to do. Busy with the team. No, I don't know your name off the top of my head. Durant. It sounds like a, isn't it a basketball player, Durant? Have I got that wrong? Sorry if I have. If you're a basketball player, and if it's like a famous basketball player, Dude, I beat you to it. I'm the first athlete. Well, that's Kevin Durant. Okay. I was thinking, sorry, Kevin. Well, to Kevin Durant and LeBron James and all those superstars, I did beat you to it. First athlete sponsored by crypto, so. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to check out for the day. Thanks for joining in another conversation. I'll be back tomorrow to talk crypto at 11 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. See you later.